and I don't really have a whole lot new to add on to the fall bushcrafting kit, and I haven't actually been very busy bushcrafting. I've been really busy doing other things, and so I haven't been able to do a whole lot, including making videos and getting out bushcrafting. So I actually had to take my backpack and reconvert it from its hunting setup back into its bushcrafting setup. So it's taken me a little while to get it back to that and actually use it a little bit more and decide this is what I really like for my kit so far. But as you guys can see in front of you, these are the two primary knives that I'm running, and on the top, of course, is the BRK Bushcrafter. I've been using it forever. It's a perfect knife. It's really one of the best bushcrafting knives that I've ever found, and still really is. And even as I rotate a second neck knife through, I always keep the Bushcrafter just because it does everything that I need it to do extremely well. So you probably won't see that one changing anytime. On the other side, you guys can see the SE4 and or SE3, not the SE4. You can see the SE3, and of course this is the newer one, or at least I've gotten it since I last did a Bushcraft Kit video, and so far I really liked it. I definitely don't like it as much as the Bushcrafter, but that's not bad. It's still a really great knife. It offers a lot of things that the Bushcrafter actually doesn't, such as its full flat grind and really interesting and nice ergonomics, although I highly dislike the jimping. But anyways, these are the two knives I'm running so far for fall bushcraft. I do like them both a lot. So the next thing that hasn't really changed, of course, and like I said, I haven't changed this pack a whole lot, or the setup a whole lot, but the next part is the bow. Of course, this is the 709 Ben Pearson Hunter. I'm still using this as my primary bow, although here of late I have been using the 22 more, and you guys have seen a lot of the 22, so that's why I'm not showing it. But because we've had a lot of snow, and it doesn't look like it now because it's melted off, but because we've had a lot of snow in the past few weeks, it's been a lot easier to manage a gun instead of a bow. So I've been using the 22 a lot more, but the bow's still in use, and thought I'd show you guys this bow just because it hasn't been shown as much. So the next part is the axes. Of course, I've been pretty much only using the GBA ever since I got it. It's not that I dislike the Wetterlings, but I find the GBA fits what I need it to do a lot better. As you can see, it's not wearing any neck collars or anything, and that is because the way I carry it on my Carhartts through the hammer loop, and I find that works really well because this axe handle isn't so long that you can't use it like that, and it's very convenient for walking out in the woods. The problem with that collar is it would pretty much stop, or it was too thick to fit through the belt loop, or the hammer loop rather, on Carhartt pants. So I took that off because I found I wasn't really needing it a whole lot. I do keep it paired with this axe, but I don't usually keep it on the axe, just so that I can put it and carry it on the Carhartt belt loops. But overall, I'm not really going to be replacing this axe just because I found this axe. I don't think I'm going to be replacing this axe just because it does everything I want it to so well. Although I do think in the spring I will be getting a smaller GBA, probably a 20-incher, just so I can throw it in the backpack. Because one of the big things with these longer handled axes is you can put them on the backpack, but you have to find some way to strap them or attach them to the carry handle, or you have to do some kind of weird carrying system. So I want to be able to have an axe that's packable, that I can just put it actually in the backpack instead of hanging it off or around or having to carry it. So do expect to see probably a 20-inch or maybe a 16-inch handled hatchet integrated, but as far as this size of an axe, I'm probably not going to go with any council tools just because I like this axe. The weight, the balance, and the ergonomics on it are all just perfect for me. So anyways, that's pretty much the axe. Now onto the pack, and I do want to quickly go over camera gear. And of course, I've been carrying the GoPro Hero 4 as well. So that's kind of the new addition to camera gear. I know we don't change camera gear very often, and I'm not really expecting to change it anytime soon, but I did add that to the camera gear. And of course my camera gear pouch is this large pouch here. That's because I have to carry quite a bit, especially for the DSLR. But anyways, I have videos devoted to that, so you can check those out. Other than that, the pack has stayed pretty standard except for a few mods. The first mod, which isn't as striking as this one, I will get to this, but is the way I carry game animals. And the way I like to carry game animals are smaller games such as ducks and hare, grouse, all those kinds of game animals. And now that we're into the point of fall where I can actually hunt those game animals, I like to carry it like this, or I like to carry animals I get on the backpack, and I just tied a simple jam knot on both sides. This one's connected to the grab handle, and this one, it would connect around the feet or the neck of the game animal that you've gotten. And I like putting them on the backpack just because the backpack is designed to carry lots of gear, and it distributes the load of the animals really well. And I know small game isn't really heavy, but if you're carrying, you know, a couple hares, that's 6 pounds easily. So it's nice to have a way to put 6 pounds onto you in a really distributive kind of way, and just helps distribute the weight onto my back, and it leaves both my hands free, or at least one hand to hold my gun and the other hand free. So that's how I carry game. And this is kind of how I set up my saw. Now, a lot of you guys know, or some of you guys may know, I do actually run a bucking saw, and this is a 24-inch saw. And this backpack, of course this backpack is sitting on a hard table, so this looks like it's sticking up quite a bit, but when there's actually no weight on the under portion of the backpack, it does sit down a little bit deeper. But this is only, I think, like a 20-inch here, 20-inch from top to bottom, so it does stick out a few inches. And this is the way I carry it. I just lash both these zippers together and tie this whole thing together. And it's still a little shaky, as you can see, but I find it carries good enough, and doesn't stick out too much even maneuvering through brush. It does pretty well. The reason why I'm carrying the saw is because we had a lot of snow, about 2 feet of snow a couple weeks ago, and that brought a lot of trees down, especially a lot of 6 to 7 inch spruce trees down. And usually for trees that are over 7 inches, I'll use my axe, and for trees that are under or the size of wrist thick, I'll use my axe. But from in between those 2 points, the saw is faster and more efficient. So due to the fact that most of the trees that were downed were in my saw's capable range, I just decided to carry the saw because it's a little bit more efficient. So that's why the saw is running on board, and that is how I carry my saw when I do run it. It's not the best way, I'm sure, but it's really the only way I can conveniently pack in a 24-inch saw. As far as the pack goes, of course, it is the Camelback linchpin. As you guys can see, this thing, or I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but this thing is very dirty, and I've put quite a bit of use actually on it throughout the summer, and it's just withstood everything. It's a very good backpack. It may be getting replaced because Camelback is actually finally releasing some backpacks that have Molly on them, and I cannot remember their names, and they're not out yet, but I did see that they are releasing those. So as much as I love the linchpin, I'm going to be definitely looking at those backpacks and seeing, because it would definitely be nice to have Molly and more attachment points. That this backpack is just so bare. I mean, you can't really do a whole lot with it, and this is an addition, so this is something that I did myself, but you really only have this one strip of hook and loop, and there's not a whole lot you can do to the exterior of the pack, but I really do like their options. So I might be replacing the backpack, but if I do, I'll have to, of course, wait till Camelback actually releases those backpacks. So, anyways, guys, that's the kit for fall 2015. Like I said, there's not a whole lot of updates to it. And of course, I won't be doing any winter kit updates because I don't really go bushcrafting in the winter that much. So, anyways, guys, I'm out.